Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome new viewers to some more Stormworks. Since we just started building our new spaceship, I thought, we're gonna need somewhere to dock this thing in space, so why don't we start building ourselves a space station as well. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna start building some of these modular pieces to be able to take up to space and build our own unique space station. And I see a chest back there. I'm gonna have to go get that. All right, got it. 7,500 bucks. Cool. So that's what we're gonna do here today. I'm actually at some of the smaller gas stations and garages because I don't know the spawn size of what we're gonna get on the moon. So I'm gonna use the smallest workbench that we have currently because if I can build it in that area, then I can't go wrong on the moon. Hopefully they don't give us a smaller work zone on the moon. I'm thinking it's gonna be one like the garage and or gas station here. So let's go ahead and jump in the workbench here. I've got an idea here so far that we can start working on. Let's jump in. All right, so I've spawned in one of my fluid containers. It's one of my ISO containers. It's just missing the bars that go on the outside. I've already deleted those. And I'm thinking that this could be the start of a space station. And the fact that they fit into the ISO spot means that if somebody has a cargo spaceship, they can also carry one or two of these up as well, which would be really nice as a team effort to get some stuff done here. I've already smoothed the inside of it out a little bit so you can kind of see where we're going with this, how this could be something really nice. But I think what we need to start doing first is we're gonna need some doors on this. I guess we'll start with deleting the end here. And you know what? Let's do this both ways. Is that centered? That is centered. Now we should be able to get both sides here. Yep, perfect. We're gonna go for our doors. We need the big hatch because our spaceship is a big hatch. If we do, and I need this to stick out. I want it to stick out a little bit so that when we dock with it, we're not hitting anything else. Does that seem okay? That keeps it within the, I want to stay within the 11 by 11 by 29 as well. So we'll do this, we'll do this. How do we make this look nice, you guys? Gonna have to be something like this, I think. And I think this will be okay because then we can put some switches or things like that on these little areas. Maybe some sort of connector to send signals through. That could also work as well, like so. All right, so we've got an end connector. That means our door can connect, or the back of our space shuttle can connect to this, or these can connect to each other, which is really nice. Let's give ourselves, okay, we've got access, Let's see that. I kind of want some windows on this thing. What do you guys think? Let's switch back to this. What kind of windows do we want? Could I do the large portholes on here? How would that look in that configuration? Oh, could even do one right there in the middle. That's a lot of glass for a space station. I don't even know what we need on this first. Let's do this. Let me figure out what we're doing with this. So the first thing we're gonna need is somewhere to dock and disengage. So that would be this. So I'm guessing this is more like a hold for the next one. So we'll actually probably need two of these. Let's see if we copy that. Let's try copying that again. Copy. And we slide that over like that. So that's what two of them together would look like. And that's not bad. I think one of these needs to be kind of an airlock. A current airlock for us would come in. It doesn't bleed the air out from the rest of the station. Maybe we need a bigger docking hub than this. Let's do the, let's back up a second. I'm gonna save these. Okay, so I've got a sphere in here now. A lot of you might recognize this from our oiling platform. This is what stores all of our oil. But we're gonna use this as a docking hub for our space station. And I think that'll work really well. What is that? It's a spawner, we don't need that. So what we'll do is we'll put some doors on all the sides of this, and this will give us 6 access points for a space station. So we could have, say, 4 large doors and then maybe a small door on either end in case somebody doesn't have a large door. I think that could work really well. Let's go ahead and delete the sides of this. Let's get rid of that, and that. We're gonna need to do the same thing here. We'll get rid of all of this, that, right there. And now we've got to figure out how to plumb in a door. So let's see, something like that. We'll get our door. Clearly this is not an ISO size, but we are still fitting in the small work zone, which is nice. That means we should be able to spawn this on the moon, hopefully. So let's do that. We'll do this. Fill those in. Let's come on the backside here. Let's make sure we delete everything here that's not needed for this door. I think that works right there. We could do that. Let's fill in these little bits of area here. We could do that. How do I want to do this? How do I want to fill this in? Do one there, one there, one there, and one there. And then now these are gonna have to be filled in. We've got to stop the airflow out of that. That looks terrible. Maybe we can figure out something down the road to make this look nicer. Let's see. Fill those in, fill those in. I think maybe we could use an inverse across here. I think that's what we'll do. That should fit and make this look a little nicer. Although, what am I doing? We could, how do I want to do this? I want it to stick out a little bit so that when we do connect with it, we're not bumping into anything else. Something like that, maybe. We're gonna have it stick out. It's gonna have to stick out a little bit, I think. Let me get rid of all this. Let's get rid of all this. We'll get rid of this. Get rid of all that. So now I think, let's go inverse. So if we do this, that looks a little cleaner, I think. All right, I like that a lot better. That gives us a little bit more stick out there, so to speak. Is that the right word, stick out? I don't think it is, but we're gonna use it. So let's do that there. That'll fill in that gap. We'll fill in that gap. Fill in that. And as soon as we finish this, all we gotta do is just kind of copy it and rotate it, and we should be able to get those front and back doors as well. That's starting to look pretty good. What if we take this piece in here and go like so? How terrible is that? That's pretty terrible. I think we can work with it though. We'll just do that. We'll do the same thing on the bottom here. And now with those little pieces out of the way, I think we can come in here and this will somewhat smooth it out. It's not, we're gonna lose a lot of our shape over time by doing this, but it's still gonna have our spherical shape inside, which is really cool. Actually, I think that works pretty good. There's a little bit of flat edge there, but that's all right. So you'd come in, you'd dock your ship, you'd come in, and now you're inside the giant space hub. This works really well, I think. Let's get the doors on the front and back here. We'll just copy that. We'll copy all of this like so. You can grab all of that. I didn't delete the back of it. Oh well. I think that is everything. And you know what? Now that I've done that, let me see. Let's see. Copy. I do need to delete this section here because it's going to delete other things when we rotate it. All right, there we go. So now let's do this again. And we will clear. Copy. We shall rotate it as long as it's in line with everything. I don't think it is. I think that's in line. That looks like it's out of line. How about that? That looks better. Paste that. Yeah, that was it. All right, so we'll merge these pieces together. Now we've got a four-sided hub that we can enter and float around in, which is really cool. What are all these pieces? I don't remember placing those. What are those? What are these? That must have happened when we rotated. All right, all that is taken care of. Cool. Let's put a small one and on the top and the bottom here, and then we should be able to go from there. So we'll delete all that. We'll do this again. I think what I'm gonna do, let's take it like this. Whoops, I have an idea. This should speed the process up here. We'll delete all that. We'll delete all of that. We're gonna go back to our copy and paste. We'll rotate it like so, paste it. Everything looks good there. Any funky extra blocks inside? Doesn't look like it. So now we got a door on the top and the bottom, and then we can just come in. All right, cool. My game just crashed. All right, we didn't lose too much. I did have an autosave, which is good. So let's get back to where we were. We were deleting the top. All right, I believe I have everything copied here. We'll know as soon as we cut it. So why did I cut it? I'm not sure. So we'll paste it back. We're gonna flip it again and then paste it. And that really caused some problems there. Oh, I didn't think about it, how it was gonna do the sides like that. You know what? Let's keep it. Let's keep it like this. I think this is gonna work. We'll just reconnect it. Now reconnect it. Hello. There we go. This will actually work because it's the same thing. It's just sideways. And I think that will actually be okay. So now we're just gonna have to make our little doors here on these guys. Or do we just say screw it and everything gets a big door? All connecting pieces have to have a big door. Anything that's got a small door will be like escape hatches or things that don't really have main passageways, because swimming through this is gonna be kind of a pain in the butt. And I say swimming because we were kind of swimming in space. Let's do that. Is that gonna give me enough room? You know, it doesn't matter. We can do it like this. Hey, here we go. We'll cut it. There we go. And then we'll paste it. And that should be good. Is that everything? Everything good in here? Everything's good in here. All right, let's fix this door here because clearly no one can get in this. Well, there is extra stuff here. All right, looks like we're all cleaned up inside here, which is really nice. Oh, wait, there's a door at the top and the bottom. What happened there? Oh, I was deleting those. God, I'm already scatterbrained from when it shut down on me. Okay, so we need doors. We need the little doors. Where are they? There we go. Just in case somebody doesn't have the right kind of door. And we'll do that like so. And we'll go to the bottom, do the exact same thing. There we go. Now we have a 6-sided space hub. And you can come in here and you can dock. And then of course you're docking up. There's 3 other spaceships here. You could swap fuel. You could do whatever you needed. You could go down, or you could go up, or you could go, excuse me, you can go this way or you can go that way because there is no up and down. And you could be in another segment of base, which is really cool. So let's save this as our like docking hub. All right, so we've got a docking hub. So now let's go back and work on our corridor that we were working on. All right, so here's our corridor. Let's get back to that. You can imagine now you've got the giant sphere. You come and you dock to the sphere. You come in. You can figure out which way you want to go, and then now we're going down these long corridors to access other things. And what we'll do is we'll build a couple of these, and then we'll build a couple of these with these smaller doors. So we'll have an option between small door and large door. But I think the first thing we're going to need is some sort of power on this station. And that's how we're going to do this. And I think, how can we transfer power in a good way? What if we did, can we transfer power through the door? I don't think we can transfer power through the door. Magnets, no power through the door. What a shame. So we'll have to do something like this. We'll have to do a connector. Is that the best way to do this? I don't want them going when they slam together. Maybe we'll just do this, and that's something that will get turned on afterwards. But how's that gonna fit with the doors? It's not. It's gonna have to come back a little further. Will that connect to something that's right here? No, it won't. How are we gonna do this? This is very interesting. How am I gonna get power without, I might have to just do a cable connector, and you might have to fly outside and connect everything up. What if that's how we've got to do our power? Well, let's plan for that. Let's do that. So we're going to go ahead and do a cable connector. We'll do it like that. And then we'll have to have we'll have to have a cable to enable electricity when we hook up. So that's what that will be there. And I guess we'll put one on the other end here. We'll do both sides. I was really hoping to avoid spacewalking, but it seems like that might be something we have to do. I guess we could pull a cord from inside to inside and hook up. You know what? I think that's what we'll end up doing. Let's do that because cords are magical and they cut through things. So what we'll do is we'll make ourselves a little control panel here. We'll go back with our cable connectors. Come on, cable connector. Do something on the wall. Maybe we'll get a dial. It can tell us our current power, like so. Do that on both sides. Maybe a switch or something to actually turn off power to this section. I don't know. And all of these are going to need heaters as well. Man, I'm not thinking about the fact that it's going to be like super cold in space. So let's get rid of this. We can get rid of, let's see, let's go with a heater. We'll put the heater at the bottom of the doors. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll do it at both ends. Is that both ends? That's both ends. We won't need both of them, but it'll be a nice little, you know what? Let's do this. Even better. Let's find halfway and we'll just stick it here. That feels more correct. And we only need one of them. So there we go. So we've got the ability, we need a hose. No, we need a cable. And we'll put that right there. And again, I'm just, I'm building based off what we know. And there might be a lot of changes here in the future when we actually get the DLC. But I think we're doing pretty good here by what we know already. So let's jump in. Let's give this thing some windows. I want windows right here in the center. I want windows here, and I want a window there. That gives us a massive amount of windows across here. Now, I'm not going to have a window on the back side of that, so let's go ahead and get rid of that there. Let's swap sides here. Let's make sure we can mimic this on the other side. Like so. Is that matching up? That matches up. Perfect. Let's go get our portholes. These will look really good on a space station, I think. Is that the right way? No, it's not the right way. Let's look at it again. There we go. You can see the glossy side out, and that makes this a nice little space hub. Now, there is no floor to these things or ceiling, so technically we could window this side and this side. We could also do ourselves one. And I don't know how easy it is to be traveling through a lot of this stuff. So what we could do is give ourselves a ladder that goes all the way across. And we'll just call this the ceiling for now. This will technically just be a floating corridor. But if we can't move through this for some reason, we can grab the ladder and we can walk and we can at least get to the end where we can grab onto some handles. because those are going to be very useful. Let's see. How much of this can I delete? All right. Good to know. We'll put a handle there, and we'll put a handle right there. So we should be able to grab those doors pretty easily. Let's do the same thing on the other side here. We'll do a handle there and a handle there. All right, so our power section is getting built. We're gonna need some batteries in here. And you know what? I think just for the sake of brightening this room up a little bit, let's do this. We'll add some more windows in here, and I want to do it to both sides. Let's adjust this to center. Delete that, delete that, delete that. Is that the right way? That is the right way. Perfect. Now we got that and that. Now that should be, oh, there's staircase there. That's why we didn't do that. Okay, that's all right, that's all right. Easy fix, there we go. Now we just have visuals on those sides. Not bad at all. So we need batteries. Let's get ourselves some batteries. I guess we'll do a pretty good sized battery bank here. And since there is no gravity in this thing, how do we want to set this up? These are 3x2s. If I do it like that, they're kind of, what's right there? Nothing. 1, 2, 3. Do 1, 2, 3, like so. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3 here. And then we won't have any on this little section, because that's going to be our connections. So let's make this look like it actually is being held in by something, even though we don't have gravity. It needs to have some sort of bracing. That is upside down. That'll hold our batteries there, and that'll hold in our batteries there. And that, you know, that looks a lot nicer. We're not looking for a lot of space in these things. We just want to be able to travel through it, do some maintenance, and then move on to the next corridor, which will help us do whatever we need. Now from here, this is great. We have power, we have storage. We don't have any way to replenish the storage. So I think what we're going to do is build ourselves some solar panels on this that can actually fold out and collect some power. Now, solar panels they're garbage in game, but it's what we're going to have. We're either going to have to do that or build ourselves a submarine engine, which we might do that in the future as well. Maybe we'll make a submarine pod that can hook up to this. That'll supply power. But let's figure out how we want these panels to work. I'm thinking some hinges like so, and we just have them fold out. Let's do this on both sides now. Let's say like that. Is that gonna have them fold out? That will. Let's clean this up like so, and then we need our panels. We need solar. What is it? What is it spelled? How do you spell it? Solar. All right, there we go. So with this, we can make a long arm like so that can extend out, and that can get power that way. We'll have to adjust the space station to face the sun so that it can actually collect light with this this piece. So maybe what we'll do is on our main space hub, we'll put some sort of control system in there and put our RCS thrusters so we can actually move some of this around. But that is actually quite good. Let's put a button in here. Here's what our button's going to be for. We're going to go switch. I'm going to grab a little switch box here. We'll put that down. That will go into here, and this will go into our panels. Let's adjust this. We want on 1, off 0. That's right, and that should be good right there. Let's hook up the power. That's going to suck. So as far as power goes, here's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hook all the solar panels up into the actual pivot, and that should make an easy point to access these and hook them up. All right, all those are hooked up into the panels. That made it nice and easy. Let's take our batteries, and we want to go to where? Let's just hook these guys to themselves like so, and then we'll hook these to themselves like so. I want everything to be connected. We'll all come straight into, oh, the heater needs power too. God, everything needs power. What if we do a breaker? Let's do that so that this unit has its own power source. That's upside down. There we go. Now we got a breaker, and I'm doing that on both sides. Dang it. Battery back. There we go. Breaker. And now let's see. We got breaker A. So that can go to all of our battery sources. We'll just go to the centers of those. And then this one, the switch will go to all the power, say here. And that's here. Everything. That's everything? That's everything. All right. That's all nice and hooked up. Perfect. That should be able to work now. We should be able to get those out. Let's get ourselves a toggle button on this door here. I want to do this on both ends. What do I need to do? I need blue. Okay. So let's see. Door is going to go Gonna delete that. Perfect. We'll delete that. This is gonna go to our door. We're gonna need power on this as well to open. Oh, okay, okay. And that's not gonna work there. Okay, let's fix this. We'll have to put the toggle right here. That's all right. We'll just make it nice and neat like that. Perfect. Power. You get power on this one. Perfect. All right, let's hook it up. So currently what we're gonna do is we want this, that if it's connected, actually, I don't know if I want to do it that way because that's gonna be kind of scary. How do I want to do this? I think we're gonna, just for now, I think what we'll do is I'm gonna give me another button here, and where do I want to put this? Maybe here? And then this will go to our, where is it? One of these does it. Hinge dock door on off. Nope. Hinge dock door on, wait, magnet toggle. That's what I want. We want to turn the magnet on first. And that's what we're gonna do. So that'll always be on. We can do the same thing here. This will always be on. We want to send that to our magnet. And then this is gonna be our door. Open, close. All right. And open, close. Perfectly. We'll have to do something different here because we won't be able to open this door from the outside unless we give this thing a receive signal from the other door. I'm not going to get too complex into connecting these doors up right now. Maybe down the road I'll do another video and we'll just do connecting these two doors up because there's a lot of nodes here and a lot of signals and things you can send back and forth. And then we can just go in and we can just place our new doors down. I'm more focused on getting this as a functioning system here. We did have a dial. Let's hook that up. So that is a power station. Let's spawn this in and see what this looks like when we send these panels out. How does that look? All right, not bad actually. That should give us some sort of trickle power on this thing. I actually kind of like that a little bit. So we've got a battery station. This is really nice. Can we open the door? Perfect. Look at that. And then we can be able to travel through to the other side. We can come down here, go to whatever's down here. Maybe a sleeping quarters or something like that. That could be really cool. We'll need something like that. Let's put these together and see how well they work. Let me save this. All right, that's saved. Let's load up our sphere. Is any of this hooked up? So no, let's go ahead and just grab ourselves a toggle just for the sake of setting this up. And what I want to do is we just want to go to magnet, 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 and magnet. And then this one, what we'll do is just for the sake of if connected, open the door. If connected, open the door. Now this will cause problems in space. Say something disconnects from these are going to open and then you're going to lose a lot of pressure and all your air is going to go flying out into space. Again, that's why we're going to have to build a better system for these doors, but for just testing this out, that's how we're going to hook these up. Open. Okay. I think that works. Okay, I'm getting confused by the blue lines here. Let's go ahead and we're going to load in the other part. All right, let's bring that down into place. So that's kind of how I see that connecting. Although with the panels, we might want to connect it here. That way it's outward. From that, is that connected pretty good? I think that's pretty good. Spawn it. Oh, you know what it helps? It helps to hit paste first. Spawn it. Why didn't those connect? Infinite power. No, okay. Let's refigure this out. Probably because when you add a switch, you got to turn those switches on. So let's do that. How's that? Perfect. All right, so now we've got our little space capsule here. We can come in here, we can open up the solar panels, and now we are collecting power. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. So we've got our space station up there. Let's see, it's way up here. Way up here. Let's go ahead and let's get our panels open here. See what those look like. Nice, look at that. We've got a nice floating space station here. I'm gonna get the Albatross out and see if I can dock with one of these doors and we can enter the space station. Because that's gonna be the real test, I think. Now, of course, we'll be in space. We'll have RCS thrusters, so we won't have to deal with gravity and like the pitch and angle of things. But let's see if we can do this. All right, we're out of the hangar here. Let's see if we can get up there and actually dock with this thing. I'm actually excited about this. It'll be kind of cool. Adding on to our spaceship, and of course, in space, there's not gonna be much weight. So whatever you click onto your vehicle is actually part of your vehicle at that point. Let's go for this back one here. I think that'll be the one that'll connect up the best. Let's see here. Let's swing the back end around. Yep, I can already see some angling here issues that I'm gonna have. These things don't connect as well as Magolls do, but we're gonna get in here and see if we can do it. Come on, come on. Of course, now's when I need my RCS thrusters. Come on. Okay, we're close. We're close. There we go. All right, we're locked in. Nice, nice. Okay, let's let's get out of the, and we can move freely amongst the cabin. So we're technically, let's say we're docked in space. We're floating around through here. We're coming through. We come through engineering. We're now in our airlock, and we're now in the space hub. So we can float and bounce around. Ooh, I got a door issue there. We got to fix that. But then you could come in here and you could assess like the power situations. You can come in here. Oh, we're doing good on our batteries. We're all charged up. Space hub is good. Oh, I just had to flip the switch. There we go. So yeah, these were automatic and that one was not. So that's the problem that we got to figure out here. So yeah, we're at a space station, you guys. Look, we can climb the ladder. We're on the ceiling here. That works nice. All right, cool. So yeah, guys, we are working on a space station now, as well as our spaceship, which you can run all the way through. We've got a massive space station now. Look at this thing. So our ship is part of it, and I can actually open up my solar doors and provide power to the system as well. And now we've just got this massive station that's floating around. So the ability to have them interchange and the ability to like use fuel off of me or pull fuel from this is really great. Yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you 100%. If you're enjoying this idea, make sure you throw a like on this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I am going to be working more on this. I think this is going to have some serious potential in the future. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with and what ideas you have. We are going to need some more things on this. I'm going to need some sort of space hub for like living quarters, because I don't want to have my ship docked to it for people to be staying here and sleeping on it. So we need some sort of sleeping quarters. We'll need some sort of like hangout room, maybe. We'll need some different airlocks, maybe some escape capsules, maybe another one that contains all the fuel, because this will technically be a fuel station in space. But yeah, I think we're coming along pretty well here. Guys, I'd really like to see what you guys think about it. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you, and we will see you guys in the next one.